Guys, you can't be over 40 without white friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to get some of that white privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I love about the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic partnered up with the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm talking about they was giving out checks for black sadness. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I still be getting some black sadness checks. You know what I'm saying? or white guilt checks, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just talking about those white guilt checks coming. I got one coming in right now. I just followed up today. A white guilt black sadness check. Guys, I love racism. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to stop. Somebody was laughing hard. I don't know what when I said I love racism. Let me tell y'all something. Guys, the Lord made us to be different, okay? Because the only way you going to learn to love, like actually love, is for people to be different, okay? And I'm learning to love a new type of black man. Child, this post, I responded to this podcast that said black women was the worst. And I'm talking about it's like it has changed how I relate to black men. So many black men have hit that post talking about this man is completely right. Talking about black women, we need to be accountable for our weight. I want to address the weight in particular because somehow I feel like black women get attacked. Now, the average black man I see with a white woman is dating a fat white chick. Okay, so don't miss me with the bull talking about black women need to be accountable for our weight. But here's what I want to also address. Okay, if a black woman is a bigger, larger person, okay, but she doesn't have any high blood pressure, she doesn't have any cholesterol, could it be that is just her genetics? I don't understand why everyone in this world cannot accept that people can be different, yet you can accept that a poodle is different from a pit bull. You're not expecting the pit bull to have the same diet as the poodle. No, you don't judge the pit bull for needing to eat more because that's his genetics. But somehow the black woman, you can't get it through your head that we are shaped differently and could have no health problems. Guys, give your mama a break, okay? And let me just say this how I would say it in New Orleans. Give your mom a break, okay? Because this lady raised you, and everybody, I don't care how much money y'all got now, everybody first baby mama got a big stomach. Stop playing. Don't get on my nerves tonight. Because black men be hurt. And black women, this is why every time like the abortion issue come up, I be like, yeah, some of them babies needed to be aborted. Because some of these men is out here with some straight issues. And it's because your mama didn't want you. And I understand how you could be feeling hurt because, my parents is not together either. And, sometimes when I call my mama, it feels like she keep hearing from her ex family. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's her daughter, it be feeling like it's her ex family that keep calling. And what do I want? But the thing about it too is, guess what? I'm grown now. And you know what I got to do? I got to stand in the gap. If I want, if my mama not the laughy play type, I gotta stand in the gap and be the laughy play type for myself. I gotta laugh at my own jokes, and I still gotta love her regardless of what I think she should look like, how I think she should act. It's my job, it's my duty as a kingdom person to provide the love. So to people who are different. So anyway, so back to what I was saying about this video about black men. It has changed me because I understand that black men go through a lot. Black people go through a lot. I mean, but everybody go through a lot. Okay. But of course I'm be talking about black people. Black men go through so much. And I understand how rejection could hurt, especially rejection from your own, because really what it is it's not me that is hurting you. When I'm rejecting you, you feeling that same rejection that you was feeling in childhood, but it's not, honey, I'm not your mama. Okay. You just not my type. But it did make me be like, you know what? I'm going to start making contact first, because I've had a guest on the show before and they're like, oh, white woman just so much easier to talk to, but black man, I need you to ask yourself this question right here: are you the same person you are with me that you are with her? Because see, sometimes we as human beings, we think a person is going to be more approachable, so we become more approachable. We're like, yeah, this person is easy going, so we're lighter on our feet. But then if you think this other person, because that's how you get a lot of Karens out here. Karen is a typical woman that is building stories in her narrow brain. Okay, and so by the time she get to talk to us, the story is so great in her brain that she's already at the explosive part. That's how some of y'all are with black women. By the time you get to me, honey, you done built up this story from when your mama rejected you from your AT and the teacher in school and all that. But when you get to the white woman, you don't have no experience with her. So you give her a clean slate. Now, yes, somebody been rude to you. They've been rude to us, but it did make me say, I am going to make certain that I speak to the black man first. I'm going to offer you to come to our table and to eat something. I'm not going to pay for it, but if I'm having a cookout like I did this weekend for Mother's Day, I'm going to make sure that if I see some black people, family, whatever, I'm going to make sure that I don't expect this black man to talk to me first. I'm going to make certain that I start breaking down the barriers, because that's really what has happened. A lot of people have the stories going on in their head and they need the barriers broken. And if I got to speak first, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because black men is out here going through a lot. And I definitely want to be the peace in the world that gives you the love that you might have been, missing, even if it's for that 30 seconds. So, okay, I just said my piece. First of all, happy belated Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day, child. I had me a good time this weekend. I had a cookout. I had my friends at the cookout. Let me tell you something about when the Lord say quick in the spirit. Okay, first of all, I see y'all already in the room. Put it in the comments. I know my cousin is in here. Put it in the comments where y'all from. Shout out your city. When the Lord say do something, do it right away. Okay, that's what he mean by quick in the spirit, because the Lord told me this weekend when my mom and them was coming into town, I was like, what are we going to do? I looked on Broadway and all it was Harry Potter. And I'm like, baby, I don't go see no Harry Potter. Okay, now I'm not judging y'all for going to see it. But, that's not my cup of, like, that's not something I want to watch or my mama want to watch. So anyway, so I'm looking to see what's out there. And then, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to share my parents with other people that, I'm gonna have a cookout. So I had a cookout and I am so glad I did. When I tell you, I left the cookout and I just got so many texts about how people needed that this weekend, how, they couldn't go home to be with their mom, or this was the first Mother's Day without their mother. And actually, I didn't even realize this until I was just typing the email. This was my mother's first time without her mother. So it was just like, it was so nurturing. It was so much love at that cookout. And I'm just so happy that I listened to the Lord. Every time I invest in something, I spend my own money, I'd be like, is this the right thing to do? This is why I can't hardly save now, because I'm always trying to extend it. But yeah, it's the right thing to do, because guess what? I'm a very wealthy person, and no time I ever needed anything, it wasn't there in my account. So a lot of times you gotta quicken the spirit. You gotta listen to the Lord. You gotta be obedient, because he is relying on me to advance the kingdom. That's our calling. We are called here to advance the kingdom. Now our purpose is to show love. So anyway, and guess what? I've got two people that was at the cookout. Okay. Always show me love. Always, since we've met. So I've been in LA for 9 years. I have known them both for that long. They are both very funny people. And I am just so happy to have y'all on the show tonight. Guys, introducing comedians Penny Promise and comedian Rocky Cuso. Y'all join me on the stage, please. Hey, y'all.
Hey there.
First of all, Penny, that is the right way for this hat. Okay. Oh,
Princess
Ramona,
Wave. Okay.
I forgot to call you about that. Ramona, the next thing I have, I will remember. Bay Area in the building. Jamal, what's going on? Ramona, happy Mother's Day. Penny, back to you in this hat. Okay? Back to you in this fly hats.
Texas, baby.
Rocky, how was your day?
My day was fabulous, and thank you so much for having me out on Monday. Yeah, you are absolutely right. You've been out here creating community. It was definitely needed, and it will definitely come back to you tenfold for sure.
Yes, yes. It was just